Let's say if you do have that person in your life, a lot of times there's self-improvement that has to actually be done first. He is going to be right there wanting you for the right reasons now, and it's not you trying to change for her, it's you changing for yourself, and then also knowing what you could give to her, what you could do as a great, let's say, boyfriend. Hello everybody. So today's video is going to be all about no contact works so well, and at the end of the day, no contact is really supposed to be done for yourself. So self-improvement we will definitely be talking about in this video. And with that being said, if you do want an ex back, if you do want a certain person out of doing no contact, that could happen, but do not make that a main priority, because let's say if you do have that person in your life, a lot of times there's self-improvement that has to actually be done first. So for example, maybe you find yourself being needy while you're with that person. Maybe you find yourself always wanting to be around them, bringing it back to yourself, growing as an individual. And then if you do want that loved one, yes, there's a way to go about it. And before I jump into it, make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up. And fellas, we can go ahead and get on the line. Talk about you maybe starting no contact, what you could be doing to make it work for you so well. Or let's just say you have other things y'all want to talk about. We could talk about it all. Consultations can be about anything. Book by clicking the link down below. Now let's get into the first thing that I want to talk about. And this is right back to how no contact works. You have to understand this is a time period that you're going to be so focused and bringing it right back to giving yourself all the attention. Giving yourself all the attention is going to start off with knowing you're not going to be communicating with your ex. All the energy, all the time that you are investing into your ex is brought back to you. We're talking about first what you're doing with yourself. So realize this is a locked in time. Like this is a time period where you're going to be looking at what you could be doing to better yourself. And then this is also the time for some fellas to look back to understand, I realized that that was not working. Some of y'all want to look more strong. Some of y'all want to make sure you're emotionally stable, right? So now it comes down to, you know, that you got to find strategies, ways to not be doing these things. So it's going to fall into figuring out what you're going to be doing during no contact. So it could be 30 to 60 days. That would be kind of the expected time if you're trying to do no contact and have it work. Do not think that it's going to work right away. And also it's just down to, there's actually self-improvement that we have to make. There's also back to reasons why, let's say that partner or that person you were with doesn't want to be with you. Sometimes with fellas, like you could be so invested into this female and you start maybe losing yourself in the process. Let's say if you do become needy, maybe while you were dating her, she noticed how much you were calling, how much, okay, let's say if she didn't text you within a certain time period, you would get so upset. Maybe sometimes it could be down to your anger. Maybe you'll get so upset with her that you say things you don't mean. So back to no contact, this is a time period where you're supposed to know you could work on these things and have it work differently. Let's say if you get back with your ex, you're not going to just be doing no contact just to have your ex, let's say, chase you or reach out. That could happen. That's what a lot of y'all want to happen. But remember, because it is self-improvement, it is time to better yourself, to be about how they could break the cycle of communication, contact with their ex. So let's just say you're trying to send the message across that you now don't need to be talking to your ex no more. And of course, you're trying to break that cycle. This is a time where no contact is going to be so effective. That's obviously communication. That's not going to happen no more. Also, let's talk about reaching out. Sometimes some fellas, after 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe I did the self-improvement, all that, let me talk to her now. Nope. Also, no contact falls into communication. Talking to her, contacting her never ever happens until, let's say, she is wanting you back in her life and she reaches out to you. Because again, with self-improvement, you do want to be disciplined enough. So when it comes down to reaching out, needing to speak to her, you want to have full control where you don't feel like, okay, I have to, okay, now let me say something to her. No, because you also want it to be about she wants you, right? So sometimes in the process of doing no contact, some females will start looking your way. In other words, when they look your way, they're maybe missing you. They're probably wondering why you haven't reached out yet. Where have you been? What is going on with you? And then the better thing about all of this, the best thing for most of y'all, this is what you should be looking forward to, is that when she does look your way, if she is actually wanting you back, she sees all the value that you now added. If you already have your stuff together, maybe you're emotionally stable, like extremely, those are going to be great things. But then there's the things that there is still improvement to be made in. So really pay attention and focus on what you are doing for yourself during no contact. not the idea of, oh, I'm not talking to her. That's the great thing at the end, but it's going to be back to what you're doing to improve yourself. And fellas, if you want to know other things to do that females want in the bedroom, other things to do to better yourself, and all types of other secrets, y'all could find out by clicking the Patreon link down below. Got a whole lot of things y'all will never see on here. And so let's go on to saying you did no contact and you improved yourself. The other thing that a lot of fellas want to hear is that their ex been looking their way, been watching them. So this happens a lot of times, and it could also start happening towards the end. So let's say your ex in the beginning watched you a little bit, didn't really care. Maybe let's just say in general, she lost interest. So in the beginning, it doesn't matter. Now you're doing no contact for 30 to 60 days. However long it takes, don't be worried about that. So let's just say it's getting towards the end and your ex starts looking back your way. When she starts looking back your way, what is she going to notice, fellas? She's not going to be noticing that you are bettering yourself. You're improving yourself. For some fellas, yes, they might be posting and their ex can see that. For some fellas, it could be just the simple facts of you not talking to your ex. And then let's say if your ex breaks no contact now, this is now down the line, she is seeing that you don't text her the same way. You're not needy. And what's actually really important for a lot of fellas, you found ways to keep yourself occupied, busy, productive, making sure that you're doing things that, let's say, you weren't doing before when you were always wanting her attention, always reaching out and worrying about her. So take no contact as a time period that you're going to be a whole better man and you're going to be transforming yourself. And then if you do have that female that you really do want, she is going to be right there wanting you for the right reasons now. And it's not you trying to change for her, it's you changing for yourself. And then also knowing what you could give to her, what you could do as a great, let's say, boyfriend, or let's say a partner, and you can make her now feel, let's say, fulfilled. So sometimes it also falls into, she might have been asking for you to do this. She might have been noticing that you're always going to be like this, and now it changed during no contact. Because you went ahead and cut communication, your ex is already giving you credit for that. When you're going ahead and doing no contact and you're having your ex look your way, fellas, treat no contact as, again, the time that you're bettering yourself, and it's doing it for yourself. It's not for you to only get your ex back, but of course, if you want your ex, your partner, that girl in your life, you still got to be doing no contact the proper way. So once more, yes, you're cutting that communication, that bad habit that you might have had, and just that cycle of going through the same thing of, okay, we're not talking, well now let me talk to you. All of that stuff is going to come to an end. And then once more, when you become that guy, I see you, or yes, you made those improvements, she's going to actually put more effort towards you. She's going to try. So let's also say that you do want no contact to work in your favor. Let's just say more attention. Maybe she will actually start calling you more than you do call her. Those things can start happening as well after no contact is done so properly. So again, take your time when you're doing no contact. Don't be so stressed that it's been so many days. Don't be so stressed on yourself as well and put too much pressure on yourself where you're like, okay, well, I'm not doing enough. I need to do better. I need to do more. One last thing, when you do no contact, go ahead and think about what you could change, what you did differently, and keep track of how much improvement you made. You're going to notice how you used to act before, and you're going to notice how you act now. You're going to see the difference. When you look back, you're going to be like, wow, I came a long way. So do no contact for yourself. Make sure you're self-improving while you're doing no contact. And at the end, if that girl that you really, really want comes right back to you, wanting you bad, that's the best part for a lot of you fellas, but don't let that be your focus. Look forward to how you transform and who you become after no contact. And then, of course, that partner, that girl that you be wanting, she's going to be seeing all of that. And that's where you guys have no contact works so well for y'all. All right. So make sure you take advantage of no contact. Treat it as really self-improvement time. And it's all about y'all. All right. So I hope this video was helpful. I'm definitely going to bring more videos up like this. If y'all want more videos like this, let your girl know. Do not forget about all the links down below. Patreon got those videos y'all will never, ever see on YouTube. And of course, we could get on the line. Book your consultation by clicking that link down below. And y'all will see me in my next video. Bye, y'all. And y'all, the Elevate sweatshirt is officially available, and y'all could see it is embroidered stitch. So it is high quality and it is champion. Y'all can see the logo right there. And it comes in this amazing box, super secured, y'all. As you guys can see, it is vacuum sealed. You will get your package delivered right to you quickly, and it is gonna come super, super tight.